Hello and welcome to another nation of expert gaming videos. Today I'm going to be bringing you the first of many predictions. So I asked you, I think it was yesterday, what type of videos you'd like to see. Someone stated that they'd like to see predictions, so I'm finding that pretty good. I think that's a very decent idea. So the Champions League is on today. And I never really expected it to be today, but I didn't know it was on today, in fact, sorry. But yeah, so we have got the Champions League, like, first couple of groups. I think it's like A to D, yeah, today. And then we have the rest tomorrow. So what I'm going to be doing is picking up one game from each group for today, I believe. So I'm going to try and get the four videos done. If that's possible. I maybe will try and miss one, or try and just get like the two main ones. So maybe I'll probably go for this one and then go for like Real Madrid Ajax, or in fact Borussia Dortmund Man City sounds like a pretty decent one. Seeing as though I think if I did four in one day, I haven't really got them prepared, so that'll be kind of something that I'll try and prepare for next time. But what I'm going to be doing for like Premiership anyway is have like 2 videos a day up until the week, so every 2 days you'll be seeing 2 different predictions from the game. Obviously, because there's 10 games, 10 matches on, well, normally Saturday and Sunday, and I will put them up like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. That'll mean 2 a day, and then obviously if I've missed any, Saturday will be the one for Sundays, and yeah, and that's how it'll work. Also, I'll be doing Champions League kind of like big matches. I'll probably start to do more when it comes to like quarterfinals and semi-finals. So yeah, so hopefully you'll enjoy this prediction. Basically, I'm going to be stating the last couple of games they've lost, the kind of groups, if they've kind of in Champions League, they're in a group obviously. So, just kicking it off, we have PSG versus Porto. Obviously, I've got the game going on in the background. I thought it'd be pretty cool to have that kind of in the background. That was a sick goal by Ibrahimovic. Just as like some kind of visual aid for you, and like show you who we're playing with. So, PSG, Porto. PSG with some great signings this summer, and Porto with, I think, yeah, they didn't have Falcao. I was just trying to think then, did they even have Falcao, or Falcao, however you want to pronounce it? I'm pretty sure Atletico Madrid kept him, like they've had him for ages. But yeah, so PSG, their last 6 games, they've lost 1-1, lost, drew, and won. So lost 2, won 3, drew 1. Not a very good record, to be fair, seeing as though they've got quite a good team now. Obviously, the chemistry is going to be still working on it with the whole working around the teams, but I would expect them to be doing a lot better than what they are, losing 2 games, drawing 1, but that might be a bit of a bad streak they might be on, who knows. But Porto winning 5 of their last 6 games and only drawing 1. I think that's a pretty decent record. Porto, a very underestimated team, or they're kind of perceived as not a very good team. That's kind of what I get. I kind of don't see them as like a world-class team, but looking at that, fair enough, their league might be a bit easier. You might have all them kind of factors coming into play, but the fact is they are winning all their matches, which is pretty decent. They've not lost 1 in 6 games, so it's pretty decent going. So moving on to the table of this live league table, Porto are first with 13 points, winning 4, drawing 1 against Dynamo Kiev, or something like that. And they have scored 9. They have got conceded 2, so their goal difference is 7. So it's pretty decent going. PSG winning 4, losing 1 against. It could be. Just trying to think who they would win against. It could be Dynamo Kiev, or it could be Porto. So I'm not too sure on that. I really didn't see that kind of match, but. Yeah, so they've got 12 points. They've got 12 goals for, 2 goals against. So they've got more goal difference than Porto, but they're still 1 point behind. So going on to the kind of prediction kind of side, this is going to be a really interesting match. To be honest, I got to admit, if it's on TV, I would definitely check it out. It should be on Sky Sports or ITV or whatever it's on. I'd definitely say this is a pretty decent game that it's going to be. Both teams look quite very I'm trying to high standard kind of. That's what I'm trying to get at. But yeah, so who do I think is going to win? I'm going to predict that Porto is going to win 3-2. That is what I'm predicting. Purely because I think Porto I don't know. I just kind of get the feeling that Porto are quite a decent side when it comes to challenges. It seems that they're doing really well at the minute. Obviously, PSG have won their last 3 games, but they've obviously lost two more before that. And I just think that PSG, I don't think they'll do it tonight. It looks like Porto have got a great roll going, and I think they're gonna exceed onto what they're doing. So that is kind of my prediction. What I want to try and do with these kind of games is kind of shorten them down a bit. Obviously, I can't really do it that much because I need to obviously get the game in, and a lot of you don't like me when I speed it up. So I'm trying to think of a way that I can kind of speed it up without kind of losing the kind of quality that's going on. Really, if I did the shots, it would take ages to edit for this anyway, seeing as I want to get another one up today. It would take absolutely ages, but I'm trying to think of a way that would be easier rather than having a 10-minute video, than just to have like a quick 5-minute video or something like that, because it really doesn't take that long to predict matches. And really, if I'm in the role of it when it comes to doing it, I think it'd be a lot easier to just like kind of roll with it and then do it like that. But the one thing I want to know is, do you prefer me having the visual aid of kind of a match, or would you prefer just like kind of like a thumbnail going on in the background and you can kind of just listen to my prediction? Because really, the game has got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. Obviously, the game's just the teams, but that doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to be talking about the game. Really, the game is just there to kind of help you with the aid of something to watch while I'm talking. I know obviously a lot of people don't like having just a thumbnail and then you can't really see anything, whereas the game kind of helps a little. It shows you a bit more to look at. Whereas I'm wondering, would you prefer the visual aid of having a game there, or would you mind just having a thumbnail? And then that kind of leads me on to having less time on the video, purely because then I won't need to do any kind of games, so there'll be nothing there. I can just do it to any time that I feel necessary. So that is kind of commenting below section, kind of what I want you to do. That is the big thing for me. In this game, I gotta admit, it was quite an interesting game. It was Ibrahimovic scores 2. I'm not too sure that if that's going to reflect the game today, but obviously we will see later on today. Ibrahimovic scoring 2 good goals in this, and really PSG dominating, it seemed. Whenever I looked up or looked at the game, it seemed that PSG was dominating. Obviously, if you can't tell, the computer is playing for both teams, and the goal is on legendary. So I believe everyone else's skill level is on legendary. A lot of people criticised the fact that legendary is quite advanced, so you're not going to see like a huge amount of goals. But I kind of beg to differ that really goals do happen in this, and I got to admit it's quite good to see, and it's quite good to watch, seeing as though there is a lot of play going on, and a lot of more advanced play that I find that they use a bit more setup. Obviously, you saw in the first goal that Ibrahimovic got a play back from a player, played it just outside the box, and he just rifled it bottom corner. Obviously, it takes a little bit more play to do that, whereas if you lower the quality of the players, they're kind of just running in straight lines and they're not really thinking well. So legendary is what I normally keep it on when it comes to doing something like this. So the next Champions League match I believe that I'll be doing is I'm going to go for the Borussia Dortmund Man City. That looks like it's going to be an absolute intense game, and obviously if you're keeping up with the Champions League, you'll know that Borussia Dortmund are first with 11 points and Man City are last with 3 points. It's kind of weird to think that Man City are that low, seeing as though there's Ajax. Ajax, again, I've not really seen them, but they have lost 3 matches and only won 1, so they can't be amazing. But they have got the unfortunate business to deal with Borussia Dortmund, Real Madrid and Man City. Obviously, they are doing really well to stay above Man City, but Real Madrid and Borussia Dortmund are both in the top positions, so that should be a good one. Also, there obviously is Real Madrid versus Ajax. If I had a bit more time to prepare for this, I would have kind of done all of the matches that are quite interesting to see. Whereas, like, if you look at like Group C, it's really Malaga versus Anderlecht. Shite, or whatever you want to call it. Jesus, I just butchered that name. And obviously, I keep saying obviously. I always go, whenever I do a video, I always go for a word and I just keep pronouncing it. But that is obviously a match that's not highly anticipated compared to like Real Madrid, Ajax, AC Milan, Zenit, Olympiacos, Arsenal, and all them kind of good matches. So we'll hopefully see them. Obviously tomorrow we'll have Man U. That is definitely a match that I'll be doing. Just looking at it quickly now. Bayern Munich's on, Chelsea's on, Celtic, Barcelona's on, Man U versus Cluj, CFR, Galatasaray versus Braga. So yeah, so there's some good matches going on tomorrow. So hopefully I'll get some done. Hopefully enjoy the video. I will see you again next time. Remember to like, rate and subscribe. Comment below what you would like to see better that would kind of help me with the predictions of kind of like shortening the video down. And I will see you again next time. Remember to subscribe and leave a comment what you think of the match if you watch it after the match. And I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.